Hey, what's up, guys? Dorian Hamilton here, one of the owners of HD Muscle. I have the pleasure of having Dr. Dwayne Jackson here with me today. We just welcomed him to the team earlier this month, and I'm super excited, super pumped to have him part of the team. He's going to be helping with a lot of the formulations, innovation of HD Muscle, everything that's coming in the future. So today, we're going to be doing a little bit of a Q&A. So we got some questions prepared here, so I hope you guys enjoy these. All right, so one question that, comes to my mind and something that, a lot of people have been asking me lately, and I see it coming up a lot, is sleep. As I've got older, I've realized the importance of sleep when it comes to health, when it comes to performance. When I was 20 years old, I could get away with, sleeping 4 hours, go to the gym the next day, still get the most out of my performance when I'm lifting. But now I notice, unless I'm getting like a full deep 8 hours, the next morning I'll wake up, I'm groggy. If I go to the gym, my performance is down. So I just wanted to touch on the importance of sleep when it comes to either health or optimizing performance in the gym for athletes.
Yeah, well, first off, thanks for the introduction, by the way, Dorian. I'm really excited to be on the team, helping out as the Chief of Innovation and a health specialist. And when it comes to sleep, absolutely, it's probably one of the most fundamental things that people kind of overlook in terms of health and performance. Now, we tend to delineate health and performance a lot of times, but really you can't have performance with optimal health.
Yeah.
So sleep is the foundation of that optimal health. During sleep, we regulate a lot of our hormones. So we get our growth hormone pulses that are important for, recovery, muscle growth. IGF-1 is very important in sleep, another anabolic hormone that helps with recovery. But also cortisol regulation and lipid regulation are very important, are factors that are altered with sleep deprivation. Right. So we see cortisol levels going up at night, and that's why people start having these sugar cravings and whatnot. And so over time with sleep deprivation, you'll find that your ability to metabolize carbohydrates properly goes down. So we see insulinic responses that are congruent with prediabetes. And this can happen, over the course of maybe just a week without good sleep.
Yeah, it's crazy because, it's like we know the importance of sleep when it comes to health, performance, but still, like from my perspective, coaching a lot of professional bodybuilders, one of the most common problems I see is when people start lowering calories, preparing for a competition, towards the end, their sleep really takes a hit and they can't get more than 3 hours a night. And for me, this is something I gauge and I really put a lot of emphasis on. One of my questions with my competitors is like, how is your sleep? Because I just feel like it's just, the more efficient the body can be, I would hate to put someone on low calories to the point where now they're not sleeping. I'd rather someone be eating a little bit more so their body's more efficient, they're getting more sleep, because I feel like, when you do get that good sleep at night, your body's more efficient, you're burning more body fat, you're recovering more, like you touched on with the IGF-1, the growth hormone, all those things are just more efficient, right? So yeah, I really do think it's important that people do pay attention to their sleep and getting quality sleep. And, in the evening, start winding down and doing things that are going to relax your body, because I find a lot of people, especially in today's day and age, is go, right? We're constantly stimulated. We're constantly on our phone. We're constantly answering emails, text messages. We're what's up to date on Instagram, scrolling. And I think all these things prevent us from relaxing, preventing our bodies from, preparing us to go to sleep. So do you recommend anything in the evening for people to relax?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly why we formulated Sleep HD.
Yep.
This actually contains a number of different synergistic ingredients that help not only bring you into sleep quicker, but then promote deep sleep for longer into the evening. Because a lot of people find that they wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And this is generally due to cortisol dysregulation. And we've got
Yep.
a number of factors in here to keep those things down.
Yep.
Cortisol dysregulation can happen just from, like you talked about, dieting bodybuilders.
Yes.
Just by lowering carbohydrates throughout the day, you will start to release cortisol. And overnight, you dysregulate it, because if you're really low on carbs, then cortisol starts coming in to try to liberate more of those carbs, because it's a catabolic stimulus.
So is that like a major factor? Because I noticed when I do diet, or we had a conversation the other day, and I was saying, like, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I'm always frantic in the morning, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And you were mentioning that that's just cortisol, because cortisol's higher in the mornings.
That's right, which it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. That's a natural response our bodies sort of goes through. But would you say that that's a common problem with athletes when they are doing these low carb diets, that they're having a hard time sleeping because it is more related to cortisol?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the reason you'll notice that as those carbs get lower and lower and lower as you get closer to contest day,
Yeah.
that their sleep will become more and more deprived over time.
Yeah.
Now there is the stress, obviously, too, of competition coming up,
Yeah.
and that impending kind of doom feeling that you get as you're getting closer and closer, and that's exactly why products like Sleep HD work so well. Because even when you're dieting, this will help you get into that deep sleep you need, so you get that recovery
Yeah.
for the next day, so that your cortisol levels aren't so high in the morning,
regulating
and they
them.
don't stay high throughout the day.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed all those tips there on sleep. I know it's something that I pay a lot of attention to with my clients, making sure we're getting tons of sleep. Because, you know, I've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed this with athletes too, like as soon as they start dieting, their sleep starts going down, the body just becomes like, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this at home, if you are dieting, you know, and you're pushing harder, you're lowering calories, you're doing more calorie expenditure, and it gets to a point where you're like, I'm working so hard and I'm not seeing the results. It's like and I feel like because the body's under so much stress and the cortisol's high, it's like you're doing yourself a disservice, and you should really put more emphasis on your sleep, making sure you're getting higher sleep, even if that means a little bit more maybe carbohydrates in the evening time before you go to bed, just to make sure you're getting that quality sleep so your body is more efficient.
100%. And one last thing on that note, when you do have sleep deprivation, so under 8 hours of sleep per night for an adult like our age,
Yeah.
you will find that your insulin sensitivity goes down over time.
So
And you
all
probably
these different things from an efficiency
Absolutely.
standpoint just basically get ruined when you're at a lack
Yep.
of sleep.
So yeah, so it kind of, you know, it sabotages
Yeah.
your diet,
Yeah.
sabotages your health, sabotages
Yeah.
your workouts,
It's crazy.
sabotages your recovery.
Wow. So there you have it. Sleep, very important.